good evening, and welcome to the Sidekickz show with me and the Chad. And welcome, M Star Media.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Hello.
Welcome, M Star.
Thank you,
So,
Dad. Good to see you guys.
yes, so we have the lovely M Star here. And to start off, why don't we just say, who is M Star and what got you into doing cop watching?
Who is M Star? M Star is the person, or on YouTube as a cop watcher. What would you like to know? Just about me?
Yeah, generally, what got you the name M Star and what do you do as M Star?
Okay. So I didn't start out as M Star. I started out as just my initials. And then I decided, well, you need a better name than that. So I went with my first initial and my favorite character on the keyboard, which is an asterisk. And then Star Media actually occurred, I want to say about a year and a half later, maybe a year later, just to make myself more searchable. My channel wasn't growing, and it turned out my name was part of it because M asterisk is not an easy name to find amongst many names. And then it turned out there was a bunch of just M's, and so that's how M Star Media came about. I started cop watching. I was driving for a former friend of mine. He was a cop watcher out here in Southern California, and I'm not sure that he's still doing that. And I just I guess I got the bug from him. There was a major cop watch down the street where I used to live, which most of my cop watches happen to be around where I live. Yeah, exactly. And I pulled out the camera and it just kind of went from there. I jumped in head first. Probably leaped in head first, not knowing much of anything at all. And now I'm just taking it day by day, learning as much as I can from many people, many sources, and I'm passionate about doing it. I've come to the conclusion recently that focusing on one area, and that being mine, and matter of fact, Deputy Griffey made it real easy for me and said, you're the only one out here that does this to me. So I figured, well, if that's the case, I will keep doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so that's cool. And that sort of goes right into the next question I was about to ask is, who is the worst cop that you ever met and why?
Oh, the worst cop. The worst one towards me was probably Griffey. The worst one towards citizens, God, I've done so many cop watches. I don't know that I could pinpoint just one. The watch commander at the Santa Clarita Sheriff's Station, he's pretty awful. My complaint form is going to include him. I've been kind of lagging on that. But Griffey and Commander Jacob is definitely going to get a formal complaint from me very soon.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. I swear that people should actually go and get one copy, take it home, photocopy 50 of them, and then download a file, on your computer, just so that you have them already. Yeah, because as far as I'm concerned, until a cop starts turning in dirty cops and they're able to keep their jobs, there's no such thing as a good cop.
No. And even the ones that cover for the bad ones,
exactly.
Can't pat themselves on the back either.
I can name a couple of good cops, but they turn auditors. James Madison.
Mm-hmm.
We the People University,
Mm-hmm.
and there's another big one like that too. That he was a cop too. So, and they're no longer cops because they tried to do the right thing.
Right.
So that's what happens to a good cop. They become auditors. So, the chat. Do you know if the link is
Yes.
pinned by chance?
I'm just getting YouTube. I'm just getting YouTube loaded up here. It's not on YouTube. I jumped off there, so.
Oh, you know what? Give me a second.
But I'm
here.
getting it loaded up here now. So.
Copy. I'm gonna. How did I become a moderator in my own? I don't want that. I don't care about that. Just close that.
It's all right. No worries.
Oh.
So M
sorry.
Star. Sorry. Well, Ash. That's all right. I'll ask a question.
Yes.
What was there? What's your favorite cop watch that you've done to date? The one you enjoyed the most personally.
Oh, that is a good question. I don't know, I've done so many, and I really do enjoy all of them. I'd have to say, I really do love cop watching with Al SoCal, who's in the chat. Hi, Al. I've cop watched all over too. I don't have any one particular one, but I do love getting an interaction, whether it's a positive or a negative interaction with law enforcement, whether it's local or anywhere else.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes, that's the most recent video. Hello, El SoCal. No, it's all right. I watched your most recent video, and I saw him in a little bit in your video.
Yeah.
So I will say hello to him.
Yeah, I try to meet up with Al like once a month. We try to hit. It used to be end of the month cop watches. Now it seems to be the beginning to the middle of the month when they do, their revenue collecting.
What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Good evening, Critter Catcher.
Bowhunter's on a couple. He's been posting some. Thank you, Bowhunter auditing.
Hello, everyone.
Just a shout out to who's here. Let's see, Miss B's in the house. What's Truth is here. Josh Amherst was around. Prairie's in the house. And somebody had dropped a question here to M Star earlier, and I'm just trying to go back and catch it here quick. So I think somebody asked about do you have a stalker cop, one that likes to follow you around and try to keep tabs on you?
Well, apparently it was Griffey, but he's since backed off. I think he was probably given a warning. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I've been making a little bit of a difference out here locally. Not all of them are happy to see me. Griffey seems to be obsessed. So yeah. And Griffey memorized every cop watch I did with him.
Okay. Well, that's definitely a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose so, huh?
So he's been learning. Maybe there's a good cop in the mix then, eh?
It's possible. I wouldn't rule it out, but
I wouldn't hold my breath either. Sorry.
Neither would I. So if there's any questions, you up, ask Miss M's question. You're more than welcome. Link has been dropped in the chat. If you don't feel comfortable, just chat. So
But you will have to show your face before you come up on screen.
You will have to show your face before you come up.
Your real face.
Yeah.
At least backstage. Yes.
Mrs. You be chilling.
There's
Good
been
to see
definitely
you.
some things going on as we.
I'm looking forward to cop watching with the Chillins again. That was super fun.
So how many different auditors have you gone out and cop watch with?
Let me think. I've gone out with Johnny 50, Bell for Freedom, Tom Zebra, Jody Cat Media, Laura Shark, Al SoCal, of course, Pugface, Nasty Nathaniel. Who else? The Chillins. Shoot, I'm drawing a blank. I think there's a couple more, but those are all I've.
So you've been doing it for a while then.
It's been about 2.5 years.
Yeah,
2 years solid.
You know, I was going through your channel yesterday and just scrolling. It's like, oh my word, this woman, does she ever sleep? You know? It's like,
I love doing it. I love what I do. I used to try to get out. For a while, it was every weekend plus a couple times a week, if not every night during the week. And then I've since cut back for personal reasons. So now it's like, you know, I still shoot for at least once a week, if not twice a week.
yeah.
I think I'm going to try to go out tonight after this interview. Then Friday's looking good for cop watching. I don't know about the weekend. We'll see.
Wow.
Oh, Nighthawk Media has been out with.
Oh. Yeah, I've heard of him.
Yep.
What about Ice Cold Audits? Have you been out with those? Have you been out with Ice Cold Audits at all?
I've met him. I did. Oh, you know what? I forget a lot of things. I was at this one. Shoot, I'm gonna probably fuck it up. I think it was. Somebody will probably correct me in the chat. Pomona PD with Ricky Monday, his girlfriend, Tom Zebra, Laura Shark, Pugface, who else? Polyglocks. We all did that audit. Yeah. Oh, I did an audit in Santa Barbara with Johnny 50, Pug. Bell, I think, was there. I'm not sure if he's cop watching anymore either. AV Watchman, Downey Transparent Eye was out there. Yeah.
So, are you far from LA?
I think that was the one where the guy name dropped CRM.
Oh, I haven't met him, but
I think that's the one. No, I said I think that one you're talking about is the when they named the security guard name dropped CRM.
Oh, right.
If I remember correctly. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, that was an accident. I'm going to call it an accidental audit. I was out in Pasadena, I think it was, with Nasty Nathaniel and Pug, and we were over by some shops where we ended up in front of a Starbucks. Shoot, I can't think of his name either. I have a horrible memory. Yeah, name dropped a lot of us, including CRM. I'm about 40 minutes.
And for those that don't know, I've met M-Star once, and that was where I met her. Was on CRM's panel.
Yeah.
One time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's a pleasure to see you again. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. You as well.
How long have we been Facebook friends? At
Oh
least
my God. I've lost track.
And like, this is the first time I actually get to sit down and have this conversation with you. So it's been a while. So I've been following you for a long time.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Whenever I can, I always jump in on your chats. And
I do see you quite often. Yeah.
and you do every once in a while. You'll send me an email or a message or something. Lifts my spirit. So
Oh,
I always loved you. Always will, my dear. You're a good-hearted person all the way around, and you're a great photographer.
thank you. I really appreciate that. I try really hard.
Well, and that's all we can do, right? Is try. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry about all the background noise as my kids are out and about.
Well,
They're going mini golfing
Well,
soon.
why don't we give you a well, I'll ask this. Why don't we see, do you have a particular video you'd like to bring up on here for us to bring up on our panel and maybe talk about it afterwards? And for those that haven't seen it.
Yeah. You know what? So this is kind of funny, but my most recent one, the one I posted of Al and Lady Cop, I'd always asked Al, okay, I've been out with Al a lot. Who's Lady Cop? I never see Lady Cop, right? And I finally got to meet her. And then I hope I'm not giving any secrets, but Al, I text Al before I posted the video because I some questions for him. And he's like, Lady Cop keeps asking for you. So you could show that one. That one's not that long either. So that'd probably be a good one.
11 minutes. So I got it. I'm just letting it load up here just a little bit. I kind of figured you were going to say that one too. So share screen.
Well, a lot of my cop watches are long because for two. I'm sorry, Chad.
That's why I watched it. I was like, I read it, but that's fine. I won't spoil anything for they haven't seen it yet.
Oh, sure. Let's see how good we are tonight. Undo that. Come on.
The PD response in that area. So that's social media.
I'm Star. I just did a quick pat down. I got Al, went across the street. They have somebody in the back of a biz. And we've got this officer checking out the vehicle. This girl is going in the back of the squad car. She's getting pet down again. Pulling shit out of the car. Checking her waistband. throw up.
Ese Martínez. He's a Monica. What does do to the night?
Oh, she's throwing up.
Apparently over there was nothing to see.
Al, if you don't mind, just stay a little further back. Please. Dan? I know, can you stand back a little bit? Thank you. No, it's good to see you there.
She loves you, Al. I said you love her, love him.
Oh, I didn't say that.
No, I said that.
Oh, you said that.
I just got COVID. Well, look at this intruder right here.
He's intruding. Officer Slick is blocking my view.
Well, that's the Corey said to somebody too. I'm seeing him doing the night.
Is Martinez the tall one here?
Yeah, Martínez the one inside the car.
Oh, wow.
We've seen Martinez before, haven't we?
Yeah. Mexican tortilla. You know Mexican tortilla?
I do.
She's cool though.
What's her name?
I don't know.
Oh shit. She drunk?
We're asking him if he's working right now. Does that even matter? No.
No.
Find me up here too. Find me up here. Next team while working.
Aren't you in the same?
No, I'm filming you. No, I'm just joking. We're not playing around.
You already did.
Oh yeah, him. No, it's right? Yeah. No, who'd you arrest that day? Wasn't him. It was.
We just got someone arrested on Sierra earlier.
You can give him an oil change?
Yes, sir.
Well, I mean, he did his laundry in the back seat. Now you gonna give him an oil change?
I'll buy you a car. I'm gonna mention that you got my food.
Oh, yeah. They've got their things up there now. We Chipotle. So I was like, what do you want to eat? And then, no, I don't care. What do you want? It's better on me. That's Chipotle. Yeah, that's food. You see the email? Do you see the email? Do you see what I put? I said, I made her donate a small donation.
So they're headed next.
Hey,
Hey,
Hey.
we'll just get him. I
why
was
won't
saying,
this stop?
M's our second to get back here. So Al SoCal chimed in here in the chat. This last Saturday, I was cop watching nonstop 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. What a trooper!
Oh, he doesn't do
Yeah.
panels.
He's definitely
Smart man.
Well, I wouldn't call this a panel. we told people that there wouldn't be a whole bunch of people up at once. It's just to talk to our guest and for the guest to ask questions. So
Yeah, so if anybody wants to come up, you can definitely post the stream. I think you got a peg at the top there, Ash.
oh, it's pinned at the top there. Just hit that link and
I
come
don't
on
know.
up.
Yeah. If not, I'm going to post it on you. I'm going to post it in the chat here. Yes, Ash, it's yours that's being posted on.
Yes. Oh,
So here's a question for M Star. Here's a quick question for M Star.
Oh.
And give her a second to come back.
yeah.
And Banana has joined us.
Sorry
She's
about
in
that.
the house. Hello, Banana.
Not a problem.
Kids are
Not
now
a
leaving for
problem.
miniature golf.
There we go. Question
I
for
heard
you.
there's a question.
How many Canadian auditors? How many Canadian auditors can you name? Or activists, as some of us prefer to be called.
Oh, that's putting me on the spot. Let's see. Well, you, Chad, Ash, Slow Burner, I believe. There's Auditing for Accountability NL. There's CRM, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Orange Man.
Yes.
He's
the one that designed my logo.
Oh, is he? I haven't
Yeah,
talked to him for a bit. Yeah. Shoot. I think I'm getting some of the ones I'm thinking of mixed up with the UK guys, but I'm going to say those are the ones I'm firm on.
So far, they're all Canadians. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you did better than that. You did better than I thought you were going to do. I figured 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and then you got Epic.
So.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking of him, but I was thinking maybe UK. He's coming on panel?
He's in Ottawa.
Ah.
He'll be up later. He's got his own going right now. He's probably going to be ending here shortly. We'll be getting Epic bombed here shortly. Everybody from his pen will be coming over. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So anyone have a question that's out there? Feel free to post it up, or if you want to come up on panel, you're more than welcome to ask the lovely M Star questioners yourself.
Oh, and
Ash, did you have any other questions?
Oh, yeah, a couple. First off, have you ever met a good cop? Here, let me.
Have I met a good cop?
I like, if you're sure, I have to. Yes. Have you ever met a good cop?
I'm not sure. I mean, I've met several that have been cordial with me, that have respected what I do. But good cops, I don't know. Do we really know any good cops? Exactly. I can't say that I have. I don't know.
And
even ones that act like they're good aren't always good. So
exactly. Exactly. You know, it's the ones that are too nice that you got to be careful of.
Yeah. Yeah. Trying to be your friend and everything, you know.
Right. Using the manipulation tactics.
Yeah, and like, you know, this year it'll be my 25th wedding anniversary, so I know all about manipulation. No, we've been separated for a while.
Show your face for a minute, please, SoCal. So just so we can see, just so M Star can verify you, because we don't know you, but I know M Star knows SoCal, so you know they look.
I do.
I'll just put your face quick. Then we get a initial person, and then say, "All right, you can put your avatar back up and say something." That's your next factory avatar, man. All right.
Well, I got my finger on the trigger. Go ahead,
Okay.
bring him up.
Hit the trigger. You want me to?
I did.
Al? Wait, he disappeared.
What happened? Add to
What
stream.
happened to Al?
Okay.
Hello.
Oh my God.
There he is.
Hi, it's Al. Oh my God, you're actually on a panel.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Well, I think the
Man,
reason I'm
I've-
here because you're here.
Aw,
and
thanks.
both of us do the same thing, you know. So
Exactly. Yeah, Al is a great cop
So,
watcher.
Al,
He's
I
a
don't
great
talk much.
partner.
Tell us about Lady Cop.
Yes.
He's your sidekick, is he?
Yep.
I'm a big supporter
I
of
might go on
Al
tonight, so-
SoCal too.
You're going to go out. Well, of course you're going to go
Hey.
out tonight.
is Chad? You're a hippie, right?
What's that?
Who's
No,
who's
I'm
Chad?
What?
Ashton.
Oh no, I'm not
voice.
hippie.
Oh, okay. You sound like
Me?
yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
I think his
I'm
channel
not
got taken
hippie.
down, didn't he? His channel.
No, that was Hippie Otter that got his
Oh.
channel taken down. But thank you for saying I sound like him.
Yeah, you got like a how you say it? Like an East Coast sounding
Oh,
how
the
you
accent?
say it? Like the accent, yeah.
Well, we're from the East Coast. We're further east than he is,
Ashes.
The way north, East Coast.
Yeah,
so
Yeah.
we're from
Hello, Shane,
we're from
Canadian.
Canada, just so you know. Yeah, we're both from Canada. He's from he's in St. John, New Brunswick, which is on one side of the Bay of Fundy, and I am in Amherst, Nova Scotia, at the top of the Bay of Fundy. So
Oh,
I'm
nice.
slightly colder than Ash. Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
Hello, Banana. Hello, Heather. Everybody else.
Yeah.
You guys are in sunny California. I'm jealous.
We're in Cali, and it's
Yeah.
where I'm at. It's 71 and windy. Well, it's colder now, but you know it's nothing. It's
What?
we get a lot of winds during this time. So what's new here? Nothing.
It's in. Oh, it's currently -1 Celsius here right now, so that's about 29 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, that's great.
And that's
so you guys
without the
don't go
wood
out?
chill.
You guys don't have parties outside?
Oh, no. Fuck, this
No?
is Canada.
Not
We're
much
not
this
allowed
time
to
of
do
year.
that.
Okay. Over here, everybody's wild, going parties.
Hey,
Very
how hard
stupid.
is it? That's a question I've been wanting to know. How hard is it to go from one state to another right now? Can you just drive and don't have to worry about it? You don't have to stop and show your passport and
I
the
don't
last
think
time
so.
I think that's the country, right? That's the country.
Yeah.
The last
Yeah,
time
I
I
think
went out
it's
of
only when
state
you're
was
leaving the country. Yeah.
yeah.
see.
The
I've
last
been
time I left the state, it was 2014. But no, they don't really. I mean, now, I don't know what changed. I don't know. Maybe something changed, but I have not traveled since 2014.
Yeah. Oh no, it's just that I see so many other people traveling, like different auditors and that. Like you got News Now Ninja, he's always going from one side of the country to the other. Same as Phil, and you know, and I was just wondering, like, do they do a checkpoint at each state that you go through and leave?
The last place I went was Las Vegas, and definitely no stopping in, checking you, or anything like that. other than Las Vegas. I haven't been anywhere. I don't have the luxury right now to go anywhere. But if I did, at least for cop watching purposes, I would love to go to Arizona and meet up with the crew out there. A lot of those guys and gals I mod for too, and I just love them and the work that they do. They work so hard. They work super hard, just like Al. I did want to answer a couple questions from the chat from earlier.
Yes.
Banana asked, who inspires me? And I have to say, and the first person that always comes to mind, he was the first stream I'd ever been to. And one of the first streams I always, try to jump to get to is Chuck Bronson. I just love his style. He's a great person. He puts together wonderful videos. He's extremely interactive with his chat. I think he's so well-rounded, and his knowledge is unbelievable. I think he should have way more subs than the ones he does. But I think the viewers speak for itself. I mean, I've been watching him since I started and before I started cop watching. And I mean, you'll see a lot of the same faces day after day, year after year, a lot of new ones. I think he's just fantastic. And of course, my liking of otters has increased. I love Disorderly Product News's work. There's a lot of people. I love Al's work. I mean, I watch his videos just as a viewer because I enjoy what he does. So Chuck Bronson. And then Mrs. Chillen asked, what's been the hardest thing? And I've been helping a lot of people with this lately and I still deal with it. I have a lot of haters, and you've got to have the thickest fucking skin to be on YouTube and in 1A. And I'll tell you what, there's somebody that used to troll me, and we've since talked about it quite frequently, who really helped me to develop that thick skin. And I've talked to a lot of people about it. It's like, there's just a way. And I've had a lot of people help me over the years too. Not that I've been here that long, but to help me, to remind me, why are you here? Why are you doing this? Don't change who you are. Keep going. Fight past it all. Chuck's been one of them, so that's been really nice. So that's been the hardest thing, I think. I think I've only gotten one death threat. I get a lot of stalking emails and messages, but that's been, I think as far as that's concerned, I've gotten off real easy compared to some of these other women cop watchers and maybe just some of the cop watchers and auditors in general. Heather Holt is asking about, I have my other phone open, Stalker Cop. Yeah, he's kind of eased up on me, Heather. I think he's been given a warning.
So, also, the Chillins would like to come up.
Oh, cool.
So, if you guys,
That's a great story, yeah. How your past and
there.
see why you get into this. It's interesting.
Yeah. Well, if Ash doesn't mind, Al's got an interesting story about how he started. If he would like to tell us a little bit.
Yeah.
If that's all right with you, Ash?
Oh yeah, by all means, man.
Definitely.
I got like two of the biggest people in California right now. I'm not going to say no.
I'm no one.
Oh yeah. Okay,
yeah,
Al.
right, Al.
There's bigger channels.
I'm not gonna disagree with that either. By all
Al,
means,
you're a
floor
great
is yours,
guy,
Al.
on and off camera. So please.
Well, it started with a couple videos that my brother showed me. One of them was High Desert, and I started watching. I was like, "What the hell is this?" I was into music. just music and mostly rock and roll. So yeah, he just started, and then I thought it was interesting, but I never thought about doing it myself. But mostly what I used to watch is audits. No, none of that cop watching. But when I saw people around my area, filming the police, I thought maybe I thought it, but it took me like 2 years to actually do it myself. But they started treating me like uh like a no one. So with the lights always and being rude to me all the time. No interaction whatsoever, and every interaction was just negative. Or it was, if there was one, I just used to cut it out and just cut out when I used to talk, because I always hated to hear myself talk. But I guess I come a long way in 2 years and almost 3 years, and you don't plan this. You just naturally I get along with most of them now. No more drama with them. No more. They used to mess with me so much, but now it's like it's all good now. At least we wanted to be good and positive. The good interactions. They when I was on my bike, they used to feed me. Don't say I'm a bootlicker, but they used to feed me. They used to give me sandwiches, chips, sodas. So tell me I'm a bootlicker, tell me I'm a hater, whatever. It's up to you. But there's a lot of different ways you want to see it. There's good ones, there's bad ones. So you go through a lot, but you regain your strength and just never give up, because when they know that you won't give up, they give up on telling you what to do. So you win. And you still keep going strong. So I'm over here filming, and there was someone else who did honor too, but he never kept it going. So I guess it was my turn to just go start it and keep going. Until today, I came from work and I even started driving along and see if I find anything. But I guess it's too early for crime. So last night I found a robbery. So there was a robbery and 2 people were injured. So I'll have it later. But yeah, mostly I don't do audits. I just watch, from the police. So yeah, just keep it going. See what happens in your city and filming. I'm not too much into drama. I'm not too much into getting into with the cops, like I used to. I'm not too much into like getting in people's faces or people coming to me and getting in my face. I don't like that. I don't like the negative of anyone, the public or the police. I try just not, if it ever happens, I just don't post it at all, which I have a couple of them really bad ones but I post the good ones. So yeah, never give up in what you believe in. Always use the rights to the fullest. Always use the rights to the fullest. And the end.
Woohoo! Yeah, I've got to say, Al, I love that you try to have a positive interaction, even with the ones that have been pretty shitty to you, out in Fontana. I've seen it personally. That one bigger cop who's usually on a bike. I remember we were at a couple of checkpoints, and he was nasty to you. But you keep it cool all the time, and I think that's great. I personally appreciate that.
Yeah, I think keeping your cool is the best thing to show, just to
Mhm.
show who's a better person in that video.
Yeah.
You
And an
showing
actual
the two
person
fingers?
who's better, who wants to win, you or him. If you lose it,
Mhm.
then they win, because that's what they want you to act. Because
Exactly.
there's cops that have baited me, like, say my info. There's cops that say bad stuff to me, trying to make me fall apart and
Exactly.
stop doing this. I've been arrested so far 6 times. I've been detained a couple times. The other time the cops came to my house, with
Yeah.
they're armed dangerous,
Mm-hmm.
and they thought I was,
Yeah, they are.
suicidal, and I
That's
was not
for sure.
suicidal because someone snitched on me. Someone said I was doing something I'm not. And yeah, I was depressed that day, but um, there's certain stuff that you tell them, and there's other stuff that you don't tell them. And what I told them that day changed what they did, because they didn't put me on a 5150. They just say, hey, she's got to go to a doctor or something, and I went to a
Mm-hmm.
doctor, yeah, but not like a mental health area, place, like
Mm-hmm.
a clinic. But don't say that, because you will have to have strapped for how many days? 3?
Yeah.
Or like a
72-hour hold.
72-hour. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So never fall for their games, and don't say too much if you haven't.
We all have to be a little crazy to do this, Al.
Yeah, mom. They will
Right?
backstab you. They will use everything you say when you're out of it, when you feel your weakest. They say,
Mm-hmm.
"Why talk to me?" And then those same officers come and arrest you 20 days later, and say all this and lie on the report. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Yep.
so
That's
I'm
why they
That's why
glad
don't
they
like
silence
cameras.
is.
so much they do to get you down at your lowest point, but you pick yourself back up. So
Well
Yeah.
said.
it's
Well said.
yeah. So thank you
That's
for
well.
listening to me, and appreciate it.
Hey,
Absolutely.
anytime, brother.
We
Hi,
love
Yeah.
mom.
you.
Yeah, we do.
Anytime.
And I
I love
always
all
Thank
see
you
in
you,
the
fuckers
chat.
on
Shane.
here.
Thank you, Ann. Thank you.
And
Hey,
No, thank
I
you.
I looked you up while you were talking, and I subscribed and posted your link in the chat. So
thank you.
Thanks, Chad.
get some more
You won't
subs
be
tonight.
disappointed.
Thank you.
Not at all. My son's the best.
He is. He
Look at
certainly
there's
is.
good video. There's videos where people absolutely hate me because of the way I acted. Look at, no one's perfect. People act stupid, but you rebound. You see what's right and wrong, and you kind of learn from your mistakes. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not a cop hater. I just don't like bad cops, and that's what it
Exactly.
is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm with
And
you on that.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Who's next?
Who's sitting?
Sorry, hi, mom.
Hi.
Hi,
I'm
Chillin.
sorry, guys. I have my camera off because I'm having lunch. Well, breakfast.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hello, Ernesto
That's right.
Williams. Thank you.
Your schedule's upside down.
I started driving at 9:45 this morning, and I barely just ate food.
Oh my goodness.
I still have to stop in Glendora. I'm in Duarte.
Wow.
Holy cow.
So yeah, I'm tired. I'm always
I
working though.
bet.
Hello.
Hi everybody. See, like a lot of people complain, but not in a bad way. They tell us,
Hello.
"Why do you guys go on so late? You guys come up in butt crack hours." It's like we don't go out until I get home. So that's why we haven't gotten to go pick up Al for a while, because we've been going more on the west side. We love picking up Al, but lately it's been like we've been getting a lot of stuff out this way, and then sometimes we don't even get anything over there, But
Mhm.
we need to make a date to go back out with you guys.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah, I was talking to Al about December, maybe the beginning part of December.
Sounds good to me. Oh, actually, I'm on vacation from December 13th. I return the 27th. So we're gonna be gone the weekend of the 17th, but then we got a lot of time. So
Okay.
excuse me, let us know. Let
Yeah,
me
absolutely.
clock back in from lunch. Give me a second before I leave. I'll be back, guys. I'll be back.
Thanks.
Thank you, Renata Williams. Did I say it right?
I just saw that message. I'm glad you saw it.
Thank you. What's truth? Thank you,
I
everybody
just
else.
was getting ready to post it up.
What's up, Pepe?
You guys will
And-
not be disappointed. Al's the best.
Nigel, thank you.
Definitely.
I've been following Al for probably about the same amount of time as I've been following you.
Oh yeah.
So,
Al's been doing this way longer than me even.
yeah.
I just learned that a couple weeks ago, Al?
I've been doing this, I think, since
Okay.
my first one was in actually was May of 2019, but it was my old phone, but I don't know if I did or not. But my first ever was, and I think late June of 2019. It's like a quiet watch, it's like a silent. I'm saying nothing at all, and that's actually the way I started. I just used to be quiet. No, nothing, just record from a mile away, and now I'm like right there. I'm right there talking to the cops.
Yeah.
And they gave me pretty cool info too.
Yeah.
They tell me a lot of stuff that for my title. So
That's called cheating.
cheating.
Yeah, you have a great rapport with Fontana.
It's like a trust that you gain. It's like a trust that you've been doing this for so long that they see your card. There's something wrong with your card. They won't ticket you anymore. I'm not saying break the law, but you know if you like a fixed ticket, So.
Oh, I know. I'm just messing with you. I like to pull your leg.
Yeah.
I don't get those free passes.
Hey, I got one the other day, but I had to put my butt in his face. I was like,
What?
oh, let me get my license in the glove compartment, and I put my ass in his face.
Who?
Hey, I got a warning.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, I was going 90. I don't know if Al could put his butt in their face, but it worked for me. My husband's not here, right?
Hello, Jason K. Keeper of the list. Port Hunter.
Hey, Myron.
How you say?
Hello, everybody in chat.
Prairie.
Prairie, yeah.
Yeah.
Prairie.
Williams.
Yeah. Actually,
Prairie used to
she used to go
visit
by
CRM.
Prairie Girl.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. You know her from the chats.
I do. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bow Hunter is tearing it up over there.
And Josh Amherst is in the house here somewhere too. He's
Josh
lurking
Amherst
around.
is
I know
also
he
a
chimed in here
Canadian
a little while
auditor.
ago.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Byron.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, in the same neck of the woods as myself. In the same neck of woods of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised
Hello,
that
we're
you
literally
guys
in the
don't
same
run
town.
into.
We haven't done anything together.
I'm
Bye,
surprised
Renita.
that you
Have a
don't
good
run into
night.
each other.
We do.
Good night,
We just
Renita.
haven't. We just haven't had a chance to get together
Good
and do
night.
anything.
Renita.
Okay. Well, let me ask
Hello,
you guys
Ozzy Angel.
this. Do you guys enjoy? I know I've asked Al this before, but do you guys enjoy meeting up with others and cop watching with others, or auditing, or do you prefer going out by yourselves?
Both.
Yeah.
I like to get I like to learn new things from different people because when you're new you gotta soak it all in. You can't come in thinking you know everything because that's naive. You'll learn something new every day. I guarantee it. It's all in how you bring yourself across and how you defend yourself and what you say.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys see how I am. I don't take nobody's shit, but that's how I am everywhere.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Not even at work.
That's when you say hi with the middle finger.
if you're my 92-year-old patient and you want to hit me in the head with your headphones, okay, I might let it slide. But other than that, you've earned it. If you're 92, you can tell me off all you want.
Right,
But,
exactly.
but yeah, it's a respect thing. You gotta treat people the way that you want to be treated, and if they want to treat you like shit, that means they want you to treat them the same way back. You pay with the same respect, and
Yeah.
that's how I always been.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the hubby's a lot more. He gets more nervous and more quiet, and he's a little bit more quiet because he's not as outspoken as I am. And then I'll be like, "Shut up! Don't get in trouble! Shut up! Don't get in trouble!" And then here I come. I tell him, "Shut up! Don't say anything!" And then I come barking and shit. Sorry, I cussed, but
You guys work off each other. It's great.
yeah, I mean, it's a good relationship to have. At first, we were like very skeptical about doing it, but went to go support when PLA was locked up in Van Nuys, and we used to watch a lot of everybody, and we were right there, and they're just Furry and SGV were like, do it, just start it, and started brainstorming about names, and I just came up with this, and we went with it. They're like, oh, that sounds good, and they're like, we'll support you, and at first, like, we're like, oh man, this is moving slow, but then all of a sudden, boom, it just like, we moved up really fast and then got stable, then we're moving up again. After that video I put from West Covina, it fluctuates. You never know when it's gonna go or when it's gonna stop. But
Absolutely.
I mean, no matter what, we enjoy what we do. We love to do it together. That's our little together time with no kids. And I mean, me personally, the main reason why I did it and why I'm not the one recording is because I wanted him. Because when he got disabled, it brought him down a lot, and it drives him nuts. And this got him going. It got him out of the house. It got him being social again. Not that he was ever antisocial, but he kind of started wanting to turn into a hermit frog or hermit crab. I'm sorry, not frog. So,
right.
I mean, anything that got him, he's always been really social. So anything that got him going and got him talking and smiling and laughing, I will do whatever he makes him happy. And this just, he said, oh, let's go. Okay, let's go. Like, you want to go to a baseball game? Let's go to a baseball game. You want to go to hockey? Let's go watch whatever. I don't care. Whatever makes him happy. And this actually ended up feeding off well with both of us. So, I mean, soon we'll have a little celebration thing. We're going to put up pretty soon on the community page. And I'm going to start filming or putting different stuff on mine and start my channel going and see how that goes.
Oh, that'll be great. Yeah. Yeah, you guys work really well together. I know that a lot of couples, sometimes you don't work well together, but you guys work really well together. You really work off each other really well. You guys do a great job out there. I wish I could catch all your streams too, but I have to be asleep at that time. But sometimes I catch the tail end of your streams because of the time I work. So it kind of works out.
Yeah, I mean, we try going out during the day. Maybe when I'm on vacation, we'll go out during the day. But like we've gone out during the day before. We did like a little live before we had the 1,000, and everybody was like, "What the hell? The chillins are on right now? Like, why are you guys why are you guys out so early?" And like some people got thrown off, but it's cool. I mean, we'll go out anytime. Just you can't find something all the time. You know that. It takes a while sometimes.
No, it's hit and miss. There's plenty of nights I go out and I get absolutely nothing. And then there's nights I go out and it's like one after another, or it's like Al says, anytime's a good time to cop watch. And I wish I could go out anytime, but I'm limited to the time I can go. So I make do with what I've got.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if we could go out all day, we would. But then we have the kids. The 7-year-old is the one that we can't leave her anywhere. We have to wait till she goes to sleep. That's the biggest thing. Like, wait till the kids are asleep and then we go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You met her
yeah.
out. You seen what we have to deal with.
She was asking me a lot of questions too. L this, L
Ooh,
that, L this, but in a good way. In
inquisitive.
a good way.
Very
She,
inquisitive.
In a good way, mom. Right?
she's 7 going on 30, and I was so shy, so it was so hysterical. It was the funniest thing ever. The only one that was able to deal with her was Nighthawk.
That's funny.
They both have ADHD.
Look at I'm way different. I could be with the camera. I could be way different. If I'm sitting down at the table with a bunch of people, I need a beer. Okay.
Mhm.
I don't like. I have a thing about in a in a small area with people. I
Mm,
don't deal good with that. So just let you
bit of
guys know.
claustrophobia.
Call me crazy.
You're not crazy. You just act crazy. But how about when
Yeah.
the one
You're
time
not
we went
crazy,
out with
man.
when we went out with M Star and Al? Oh my god, it was the funniest thing ever because I never wear makeup anymore because I can't wear makeup with all the stuff. I'm a phlebotomist, so I
Yeah,
have to
sorry again.
have all kinds of gear on, and I didn't work that day, or I don't know why I had makeup on. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna put my face on, and we show up, and Al couldn't even look at me. Oh my god, it was the
That's
funniest
right.
thing ever. Remember?
I do. Yeah. I do remember that. It was funny.
I was like, Al, it's me. Oh my god, it was the funniest thing ever. Oh man, the mister's pissed off because he can't jump on. Oh man, I'm sorry if I'm hogging the floor, guys. I talk a lot.
So any just reading it. That's okay. That's okay. Just was looking to see if there's any questions anybody had in the chat. No, I haven't seen any posted yet. So let's see. Well, I'll ask Al a question. So what's with Lady Cop?
Oh,
Well, there
yeah.
was one time when I was really drunk. Yes, I've been drunk. Yes, I was mad, and then I did a live, and then I telling them I couldn't even make sense, and then I got her. What is your name, lady? And she said, "Call me Lady Cop." So I just started calling her Lady Cop, and I called her the other one just Lady Cop. But they don't mind, you know. We're playing. It's jokes. We're not. We're just playing around, you know. And I don't try not to be disrespectful
And
to them. I just
she chose for
call them
herself.
like that, and yeah, they're one is a nice. She's kind of short, but she gets a lot of hate from people in my comments. I don't know why, but you know, she's a good person with a good heart. I'm pretty sure, and I don't care what those people say. She's always very respectful to me, and that's all that matters.
Yeah,
I
she
think he just
seemed
Whatever she looks like is, you know, it's whatever. It's none of my business if people think whatever she is. As long as she's respectful, that's all that matters.
I was gonna say she seems pretty cool with you, Al. I think she's cute. She had a good sense of humor that night. You know, but she's on the job. Like I've told there's this officer, God, I always fuck his name up. I think it's Dalen, LAPD Hollywood Division, who has said to me a couple times, like, why are you being so harsh? I'm like, well, you're on the job, I'm on the job. I mean, I'm not harsh with them all the time, but I will stand my ground if I feel passionately about something. So, but I don't know. I don't think there should be any problem with her in particular. It was the elusive lady cop that I had never met.
It's all having a game face, guys. We gotta have a game face too. We can't just
Right.
be like, oh, you need to stand over there. Oh, okay, let me run. Hell no, fuck you, make me.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? What's
Oh
that?
no, here comes trouble.
There's always one, right?
Stupid phone.
You did it, man.
It's like, I couldn't get connections. I'm on here waiting for my medication, and I fucking move 4 spots and I get connection. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, I hear ya.
You
Fucking,
forgot your phone antenna, huh?
yeah, I think you got them.
Yeah.
What's up, Hashem Canadian? How you doing?
Not bad, brother. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Right on,
Kind of
right
little
on.
crazy. It's kind of windy right now.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm fat. It won't take me nowhere.
I
The
can't
only,
pick you up.
the only thing I'll probably do is drop me and roll me and shit like those what are those weeds that go across the freeway?
That's tumbleweed.
Double weed.
Yeah, that's the only thing it might do.
Oh,
Is,
shit.
I don't
is
know.
my son's
I don't
Well,
know
school?
if
maybe,
he came with
maybe,
something
maybe if the
today.
wind picks us. I'm the same. I'm the same way, man. So maybe the wind picks me up, and you pick. We'll run into each other.
It's all those damn milkshakes we drink at 2:00 in the morning. Cause
Oh
I
my
had
God.
lost 7 pounds, and I gained 7. I'm like, oh hell no, I'm starving myself now.
That's too
But
much sugar.
it has to
Too
be
much sugar.
before 2 in the morning because they always say, "Oh, at 2 in the morning we start cleaning the machine." So,
Right?
Oh.
what's up, Al?
Yeah.
Hey, Dad.
How you
I
doing,
hate
son?
that.
When do you pick up Nighthawk? Nighthawk needs a ride. I'm not friends with him anymore.
You're not
With who?
Huh?
with Nighthawk?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm
Oh,
kidding.
I know.
I was
I
like,
was gonna be
what?
like, you guys are like fucking rock, like shampoo
Oh
and
no,
conditioner, man.
he always be my friend.
Shampoo and conditioner.
Hilarious.
Where did that
Oh, you guys like peanut butter and jelly?
Yeah.
come? He's like,
Who?
Both a little sticky.
I
you're
couldn't,
just
I
off in
couldn't,
your shoe, Al.
I couldn't think
What?
of the other term. So that's the first thing that popped in my mind.
It's your
Oh my
ice cream
God.
scoop.
That's awesome.
Fucking double decker ice cream scoop them.
Ice cream Modelo.
Al's the
Ooh.
vanilla and
With
the Modelo
Nighthawk is
float?
the chocolate.
Man, he ain't no Modelo. He's a fucking Foster's jumbo can and shit.
Oh wow. Well, I'm about to have a
Foster?
spiked eggnog later.
Oh man, you like
No.
that stuff? I can't drink that. I have a bottle at home. You want it?
No thanks. I don't usually
want
drink
it.
that. But I don't know. I'm in the mood to drink this week.
I would take anything that says alcohol on it.
Oh.
Hey, I don't work tomorrow, so I get to drink as much as I want tonight.
Oh, there you go.
No, that's trouble.
Right?
You got a job, Al?
This is what I've been working on today.
I have a job, but
But I'll do it drunk.
yeah.
I already told
I
you
think I
about
deserve
that,
a
Al.
beer.
Awesome, Al. Congrats. I'm happy
Just-
for you.
Just
Hey,
one.
what's your favorite beer? Al, do you have a favorite beer?
Yeah. And I got my car.
Congrats on the car again.
What's your favorite beer, Al?
My beer.
It has to say 5%.
I get the whatever's less expensive. I like Miller.
You don't have a favorite?
Miller
Forget
High.
about the price, Al. Which one do you like?
I like
Yeah.
Miller High and
I like that. It's not
You like
what
the
you
American
buy, Al.
stuff?
It's what you,
Pacifico.
which
Oh,
one
that's
do you
a
like?
good one.
Pacifico? That's a good
That's
beer.
a good one.
Yeah, I don't like light beer. It's water. Might as well drink water.
Modelo.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't drank for so long. If I sniffed a beer, I'd probably get drunk.
Four locals.
I've always been able to hold my liquor. See, we're alcoholics,
Oh.
but we don't drink. But
I
if
can
I was
hold it. I just held too much of it all at once.
Yeah, she's real good at drinking and not getting drunk, you know? Like me, I'm on the other side. I drink a few and I'm done.
Yeah, that's me too, Mr. Chillin.
I'm like, oh hell no, I'm good, you know?
Yeah.
We
Third-
stopped
drink a whole 12-pack.
we stopped drinking when we went to Vegas. Well, I stopped drinking when we went to
Once in a
Vegas.
blue moon.
We were playing the slot machines and then
I think,
you know we got a beer and then she goes, "You want another beer?" I'm like, "No, give me a water."
but
She's
when
all
I-
like,
when I
"What the fuck? We're in Vegas and you're gonna drink water?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, that's what I wanted."
Yeah.
I play vodka.
No.
Oh no! Can you imagine Al
You don't
with
drink?
vodka? No vodka for you, Al.
That would be a party.
Oh my God! Well, you know what? You should have a shot of vodka. Maybe you'll be more outspoken. Never mind. No, bad idea. Stick to the beer,
We
Al.
drink when we're happy. We drink when we're happy, right?
Oh,
I get
thank
really
goodness
happy. I'm a great time.
I used to drink myself sober a few times. It's not fun.
No, it's not. I used to drink by myself all the time
It's not.
before I
I've
met
done it,
Mr.
I've done it
Chillin.
before too.
I can't drink by myself.
Well, I can't do it now, but when I was by myself, then yeah. I mean, I used to wait till I was very depressed person, believe it or not, guys. Like I still have some depression there somewhere and anxiety, but you know, I'm good at faking it. I just wait till everybody's asleep and I'm alone. Just let it all out. But other than that, you won't see me cry in front of people.
I'm sorry. I thought it was the cats that were crying every night.
This fucker. I was your asshole.
Yeah, I have really bad
Well,
anxiety too.
Since I got a whole bunch of yous here now that I wasn't quite expecting this much celebrities in my fucking studio tonight, that maybe I can ask you all a question.
Neither was
Ash
I.
brings them to the yard.
Yeah, damn.
And we're Mexicans too.
We're all brown.
It's all you
Hey,
Mexicans.
And you're coming to a Canadian channel. Like, talk about perfect.
Ash and I may be sidekicks in other panels, but here we rule the roost, and I chime in completely. You all, thank you so much for coming. And Nash, go ahead and ask your question.
Oh, somebody's got the YouTube running. But here's a question that
Somebody's got their YouTube going.
It was me.
Yeah.
Sorry about
So maybe you guys can all take a shot at this question. What do you think is the biggest problem with policing?
I hope you guys don't mind I go first. So I've been watching some of the major channels lately. I've been watching Chuck, of course, DPN, Don Felix, and Here's the Deal, who's also High Impact Flicks. And you know, what has come up quite frequently is the amount of training, the lack of respect in the Constitution, and just the overall the way these officers carry themselves, the department carries themselves, that the badge is over everybody. When they're supposed to be protecting and serving us, the public, including us with cameras, and treating us, us citizens with kindness. And now I'll say respect has to be earned, but when you're in a position like they are, it's kind of like you gotta play
Cordial.
and not just that, not just cordial, but you've maybe well, Mrs. Chillin, I think you could maybe elaborate on this, because you're in a profession that serves the public. Do you understand what I'm getting at? The way you have to treat the
Sorry,
public.
I made it. It's I think what you're trying to get to is they think of it and look at it more as they look more at the situations and every daily activity as police officer safety. Fuck the officer safety. You guys are here for the public. They forget who they're there to work for and who they're there to protect. They worry more about their blue line, and that's what we're trying to get them to understand as well. They're here. Their job is to protect and serve, not to protect themselves and protect their own
and serve themselves. And a lot of people get annoyed when I use this word, but I think it fits. And I have a couple of videos from podcasts that I listen to that, I truly believe that these law enforcement and government officials are narcissistic. I mean, but truly narcissistic. The way they carry themselves, the way they speak to people, very selfish, projecting, they manipulate, control. I mean, all those things. And it's a huge problem.
It's the tyranny. They think of themselves as superior to the rest of us instead of thinking of themselves as servants to the public.
Right. Can you imagine, Brian High End Plaque Flicks was saying, doctors go to school for 12 years plus there's about, and how much training do police officers actually get? I don't think that much training.
Well,
and if they do, they're not paying attention.
I think it's like 6 months or something like that.
Yeah.
I found
And they're given a gun
here in Canada. I found the breakdown of it here in Canada, and you wouldn't believe it. But, they're in school for 8 months. Down here in the east coast of Canada, they use a college called Olden College. The paramedics, police services, sheriffs, firemen, they train them all there. So it's 8 months, and out of that 8 months, you got to do 120 hours of vehicle training, defensive driving. You got to do at least 120 hours of firearms training, then another 120 hours of hand-to-hand combat and self-defense, and the rest of it's learning policies and procedures. There's nothing in there that they ever teach any cop in the Olden College about the law. It's all policies and procedures. That's it. So when they're going in and they're swearing an oath to, the Charter of Rights and Freedoms here in Canada, they don't even know what they're signing, swearing an oath to, because they don't even read them. They don't know it, So it's really hard to see how the people become cops nowadays. It just boggles my fucking mind. Like, look at the one that chief that MCC ended up getting fired. Fuck your human rights, or fuck your First Amendment, or whatever. Yeah. And and if a captain does that, imagine how many of the underlings all over the fucking country are doing this. You know,
Right.
we got
Yep, it starts
cop
at the top.
watchers catching pedophile cops.
Mhm.
So
Well,
Yep.
leading by example doesn't even exist either, right?
It starts at
yeah,
the top, guys. It's
Yeah.
anything you do in life, any job you do in life, it starts at the top. If management sucks, then
Mhm.
the peons are gonna be worse.
Right.
It
Mhm.
it's just
yeah,
that's just the way of life, and that's unfortunately that's how they work. They work out of being tyrants, um, belittling others, and thinking they're superior than the rest, and they're in the opposite way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
If they thought the correct way as they were supposed to when they chose that profession, we would have a totally different type of police activity outside. They would actually be doing their job. It almost seems like sometimes they're just bored, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why they're sitting there waiting for somebody to pass by and be like, come on, let me go fuck with that car. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah,
It's
I see
bullshit.
that out here a lot.
I got a date with 3 arteries. I will be back.
Good luck.
Vampire time.
okay.
I agree.
So
If they weren't out there, going to bank robberies or like start restaurants or finding your crime, all they do is traffic stops, and mostly 70% of what I film is traffic stops. That's mostly, or of course, sometimes they do a good job, stolen vehicles, but I see a lot of times where I told them off because they were just arresting the homeless.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, sometimes those traffic stops or just,
yeah,
when they're stopping the homeless, I mean, those are the times that, we might need to be there the most,
Save a life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why, hey, Mexican long hair, thanks for being here. I've gone through a lot of stuff,
What's up, long hair?
in my head, as far as like keeping going, what am I doing, and sometimes I get caught up in the whole YouTube thing, and then I have to take a step back and I think about, why am I out there? What am I doing? And, I just got to keep reminding myself that it doesn't matter my sub count, doesn't matter my view count. It's what I'm actually doing physically out there in the field, so to speak, that matters. And I think I'm making a small difference in my community. Like I said, Deputy Griffey doesn't like me out here. He memorized every cop watch I've done with him. So that tells me something right there. I've had where, like Al's had, where they'll leave a vehicle to get picked up by somebody rather than towing it. I mean, those small changes and differences, they're small, but they're a difference. And I think it matters. I think what Al does matters. I think what the Chillins do matter. What you all guys, everybody does matters.
well, it's always the small things that matter the most, because you think about it, if they start they're nibbling away small things at a time at our rights, but if we nibble back and take them back, and that's what people just got to realize, is that they got to start biting back.
Mm-hmm.
If not, we're going to lose everything. I got to the point where I call my countrymen a bunch of fucking pussies because they won't stand up and do something about it. All they want to do is sit back and complain about it, or say, "Oh, it don't matter. It's just a little thing. Don't worry. It's okay." They're not, And I've been hearing this, like, this isn't my first fucking rodeo when it comes to doing any kind of activism or anything by any stretch of the means. I've been doing this since 1985.
Wow.
So I'm a bit of a fucking antique around doing this kind of stuff. And, I've been
You're a
behind the
veteran.
scenes. Yeah, you could say that. I've been behind the scenes you know, I have helped make change in this country by helping start the first needle exchange program in Canada.
Ah,
We actually made change to the Privacy Act and the Human Rights Act for the shelters and drop-in centers and recovery centers, and so just little things, but those little things have saved lives, and people don't see the big picture. They think that, oh, that's just a little thing. Well, if it wasn't for that little thing, more and
Right.
more people would have died. So that's why
Yeah.
I keep fighting all the time. It's just that it's getting really, really hard after 35, almost 40 years doing this now. So
Wow. Wow.
that's a long
Crazy.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like I still try to go out and feed the homeless as much as I can. I
Myself,
try to do it twice a month. And I do that out of my own pocket. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be going out to I'm gonna be cooking a couple of turkeys here and some trimmings, and I'm gonna make up a bunch of meals, put them in tinfoil takeout trays, and I'm gonna go spend Christmas Day with the homeless. So here
That's
in
really
St.
great.
John.
Well, thanks for doing that, Ash.
So
Thank you.
hey, somebody
That's a
needs
lot
to,
fun.
right? I can't be with my family, so I might as well be with these guys
The
here.
second family.
At least,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
because it's,
definitely.
I've done this my whole life, worked in drop-in centers and shelters. I've opened up recovery centers. So it's not like I haven't met these types of people. I've even took 2 months and literally lived on the street this summer just to see what it was like.
I remember that.
And
Yep.
so,
Yep.
Thank you, because so I wanted to say that when we're out inside a home, we're comfy, we have blankets, we have heater, we have food, but
yeah,
when these people are out on the streets, they're cold, they're getting snow, they're getting wet, they're getting wet. We don't really think about it because we're inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're the
Yeah.
one, they're the less fortunate, so we gotta take care of them too.
Yeah.
I mean, when we have money, we gotta take care of them because of course, police aren't gonna
Well,
help them out. They're just gonna arrest them for any little thing.
Right. Yeah.
I just put out a video about a lady here that almost froze
I
right here
watched
in the
it.
streets of St. John already this year, and it's a lot colder now than it was that day, and it's just getting worse. So, and all up and down that street, there's people that are like sleeping on the benches and in doorways and on porches, and you just see them huddled up underneath blankets, and it's just disgusting. Not
Pretty much.
because it's not them that's disgusting. It's disgusting that we have that problem here in Canada. So
Well,
Yeah,
it's
they're just trying to
everywhere, man.
survive, and
It's everywhere. And
you
the
see them
state,
all
they
with
see it in
these
the
low
states
lives,
too.
but they're just trying to survive,
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
yeah,
They're pretty much hoping they survive the next day,
yeah, and like because of this unicorns and butterflies that are going around, there's no place that they can actually go. So when there's only certain times of the day that the certain soup kitchens are open or churches that are open that are feeding the homeless. So they have to go wait at a window, and then it's passed to them in a takeout container and they're to go eat it somewhere out, and whether it's a blizzard or whether it's 40 degrees Celsius and you're baking in the sun, or it doesn't matter. They have to eat out in the weather. There's no place for them to go sit down, even have a meal. So
wow.
Hmm.
and it
And a hot meal because it's cold,
No,
or at least where you are.
definitely not.
yeah. So, like, what do these people do? Like, the government won't help them. fuck, I'm just barely alive on a disability that I get as it is. I can't, and that if they're just on a regular assistance, like there's no way in hell that they can survive, and the government's not doing anything about it. So,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just
Yeah.
getting worse and
Nope.
worse. People are losing their jobs, and now if they lose their job because they didn't get the butterflies and Kool-Aid, they don't get unemployment. So now they're going to lose their house and everything now. So it's just ridiculous here. It's going to be the worst. It's the worst I've seen it for the homeless in the over 30 years that I've worked in this field, and it's just disgusting. And the cops are preying on every fucking one of them, and that's what really bugs me, because they'll do anything just to fucking lock them up. They don't care. So it's really sad the way they treat the homeless, and they know that they can get away with it because they can't afford a lawyer to take them to court. Like, look at me, I can't even afford to take that cop that falsely arrested me on a live stream. I can't take him to court because I can't afford to take him to court. So I got to make filing fees just to have my rights heard. So that's why it's such a sort of a catch-22 for all these cops out there. They know if they fuck with the poor and that, they know that they can't pay for stuff. And what's this? That's what the RCMP used, that Privacy Act, when you were abducted from your home. Machine Guinea wouldn't tell me if you were there. Yes, that's exactly right. That was a part of the Privacy Act that we had changed, so that you couldn't call any shelter, drop-in center, police station, recovery center, anything. You cannot call and ask if so-and-so is there. They're not allowed to give you that information anymore. Too many people were getting killed, and I've seen it firsthand. I had blood splattered over my face first, because of stuff like this. So,
Wow.
So that's why I was trying to find out, like, what do you think needs to change in policing? Because they just seem to target a certain group.
Like they were saying, I
almost
think it's just more training. More training. They have a big ego that they think they could just tell us, like when you're recording them, they tell you like, oh, move away, you're too close, and you're like 20, 30 feet away from them, not bothering them. And like, and start saying their badge, they think their badge is the power, which of course sometimes we don't want to get arrested, so we do it. But like you said, some of us that don't have money for a lawyer, and you're better off doing stuff outside and not get arrested and being inside jail and not being able to do anything else, until you get out or they let you out. They just need training and more just training, I'm guessing, and your fucking ego.
Yeah. When you're inside jail, you feel helpless. You're the one who's inside in the cage like an animal. When you have none of your other friends to help you out, so that's when you think you should quit or not. But when you're out, you kind of think about it twice, and you think just do things a bit different, just don't get arrested. Because you take a lot of things for granted when you're you just think a lot, and when you're out, just do them. Okay.
Oh, it just dropped down there.
Come on. Why isn't working for me? There.
I got it.
Holiday cheer. Just spreading some of it.
Hello.
Hello.
Good. Great to see you.
I saw a say that you were going to be on the show. I was like, I got to show solidarity here.
Aw, thank you.
Big fan, big fan.
Oh, a big fan as well. Well, you know that.
Yeah. I dubbed
Yeah,
you.
Rice Krispie.
What's up, Rice Krispie?
So what's up, everybody? The chat out SoCal. You be chilling.
What's up, RC?
What's up, man?
I learned so much from this guy.
Yeah.
Where are you
That's all
from?
the best.
You be chilling. You said you're in California too.
Yeah.
We were talking about that earlier today, or chatting.
Yeah, because I know you came down with AJVT and all them, you know, with East Los. You were around East Los and all those, you know.
Yeah, we
So,
went
like,
down the whole bottom half of the state. Just about half from Fresno down, pretty much.
yeah, I was trying to catch you guys one time when you guys were down here, and I ended up going, and then you guys stopped the live, or SJVT stopped the live. I'm like, fuck, where did they go? I was kind of like, oh shit, oh well.
Was that on the Santa Monica Pier?
Yeah. Santa
Yeah,
Monica Pier.
yeah, we had to boogie out of there. But thanks for having me, Shame Canadian.
Hey,
Thanks for-
no worries, man.
Yeah,
Anytime.
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I've been following you for a while too, man. I love all you South Florida people there and ANN.
I'm on a little hiatus right now, just settling into my new place. I got my first gas-powered chainsaw I've ever had. You know, I've used them,
Nice.
but never owned one. And
That's
knock
cool.
down some trees tomorrow. We're gonna plant
Okay.
3 for each one, so don't worry about that.
Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, as I say, I haven't seen, I haven't been in a stream of yours lately. I haven't seen too many videos popping up, and I'm still trying to catch up. I still, the last conversation we had about the 12-step plan, I haven't forgotten.
Okay.
I'm still working on it.
Yeah, no, and you asked for me to like critique your work. I can
Yeah.
never tell anybody how to be the best M star they could be. I can't tell Ashamed Canadian how to run the Ashamed Canadian channel. People try to tell me that all the time, and it's one of my pet peeves. They're like, "You should have gone back in there. You should have done this." I'm like, "Did you see the other video where I did go back in there? I've done that. You know, I'm doing my thing. But someday, with practice and discipline, I'll reach your caliber of expertise on how to run the Rice Crispy channel. Until then, I'm going to do it my way."
Hell yeah.
I like
Do your channel your way.
I like the
Well-
critiques on the especially the technical stuff, because I'm not technical and I
Yeah.
tend to forget stuff, and like, dealing with Griffey. God, there's so many shoulda, woulda, couldas,
Yeah.
right? After the fact.
Yeah, I have that too. Oh, that's my mom.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah, of course. Thank you guys.
Hey, I gotta go, you guys. Thank you for having me on panel. Keep up the good work, M-Star. And now, done. I'll
Thank
see
you. You
I'll see you
too.
soon.
You keep up.
Thank you,
good
Shane
work.
Canadian.
see you
And I
soon.
can't reach the other one.
That's
The
Chad.
the Chad.
Rice
That's
Krispie.
the Chad.
I'm sorry, I'm a little blind.
The chat.
All right, guys. I'll be in chat.
Okay,
I'll be in
thanks
chat.
again,
Talk
man.
to you guys later.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Wow, getting bombarded by all the big ones tonight.
The Chillings.
Yeah.
Mrs. and Mr. Chilling.
There's some great people in this. I don't even
Catch you
I don't
later.
like to call it a community, but this, the 1A, 1A, 2A, there's some great people. A lot of people, like Mrs. Chillin said, you can learn from something from everybody, and I'm always learning every day, taking it one day at a time. And I think, at least for me, that's the best mode of action, is take it one day at a time. Take it one cop watch at a time. And not every cop watch is the same cop watch, dealing with different personalities, different people. The most recent one I did too, that kid didn't want my help. He didn't want me there. He wanted to
Yeah.
handle it on his own.
Oh, the
Well,
one
okay.
in the Miata? The kid in the
Yeah.
little Miata? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what was he looked like? He was all of what, 21 or something, right? Maybe younger than that. I think he's probably shit out of luck with his probation and whatnot, but we'll see.
I can't see. He didn't look like he caught him doing 70 miles an hour, like he said. I don't think he could have gotten that high up because it was look at the traffic that was
there was a lot of traffic. There was a lot of traffic at that time of morning. And I was watching them pull people over left and right, with me there, standing there. And it just, I guess the best thing you could probably do is just try to fight it. I thought about cluing them in. Now, my window is kind of off the street. And just before I get up for work, between 4 and 6 in the morning, there's plenty of people. You can hear them speeding past. That would be ideal for them. If they want to really catch speeders and keep the streets safe, that's when they should be out there. Not when I'm walking in the middle of the morning and they're pulling people over left and right doing nothing, It's revenue. It's all revenue.
Yeah, 5 miles an hour over the speed limit.
Because when there's a lot of cars, it's easy for them because they got a lot to choose from. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
They cut their prey fast, but usually.
And he had a little sporty car. That little sporty car was a target.
Yeah,
it's red. It's red. Red's a target.
And red, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, wasn't it white?
Red cars are always a target.
It was white or greenish color, but it was a little sporty car.
Yeah.
A
little white Mazda Miata with a roll bar on it. It just stands right out.
But Al's right, though. In California, red vehicles, black vehicles, anything that stands out real well are targets in general. Yeah.
Well, that's the same here. But
same here, yeah.
Insurance companies won't actually tell you this, but if you have a red car, your insurance is a little bit more expensive.
Mm-hmm. Same out here. Yep.
Yeah.
Sports cars, same thing.
Exactly. And
four-wheel drive.
Their classification of a sports car is any two-door car. So a smart car is classified as a sports car for the insurance.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Mind you, I never really had to worry. Like, I had good insurance. I had a perfect driving record my whole life up until I had the seizure behind the wheel. But I was only paying for one truck. I was only paying $38 a month for full insurance. So,
well, Ash, I hate to cut the interview. I'm having such a great time. But I do need to take care of my elderly Winston and get rolling. But thank you. I will. I will, Al. I definitely will. And by the way, I had those churros last night.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chad. I appreciate it. Thanks, Ash. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming up, M-Star.
Yes.
Absolutely. Anytime. Anytime, you guys.
Keep laughing, honey. By the way,
thank you.
That laugh is the best part of your video.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Have a good night. Have a good Turkey Day. If I don't see you guys, talk to you guys.
Bye.
Okay. Take care.
You too, dear. Bye. Well.
Thank you for coming up, by the way, too. So Cal Al as well.
You're a good star.
We much appreciate that. You were much of a surprise.
So, because I usually don't do panels. I mean, I used to do them a lot. I mean, after my bike watching, after my 6-hour-long streams on my bike watching, and then when I get home. But I stopped for a while, and because usually I concentrate on my cop watching, right? So I don't have a lot of time to be in here, like other stuff like it's either working, sleep, or like now it's cop watching.
Yeah.
So um, whenever I'm not, I get from work like 3 hours ago, so I'm not. I have time because I don't work tomorrow, so that's why I have a little bit of time to come on
Oh
up
well,
and
we appreciate.
appreciate you guys having me
Thank you.
here.
We appreciate, like I said, we appreciate it very much.
You guys are great,
I
and
usually to give you an idea a little bit myself. I know Ash did a little bit of background here earlier. Myself, I really didn't get much into the activism or as early as Ash did, but I was always a bit of an activist and standing up for my rights and that sort of thing. But mainly the year I went to back to college and took a course in applied media communication arts. I realized that just going up trying to take a picture in public, it was like everybody. It was so weird to do, and people were always, "Hey, what are you doing? Don't take my picture. Take my picture." And it's like, I just want to take a picture of the building. Like you walked in front of me, idea thing. And so, and then as I met Canadian Rights Media out of Alberta, and that's where I first met M-Star, as I said earlier. She had been on his panel one time. And like I said, I started cop watching shortly after that a little bit more. And, I'm always out with my camera. Don't always catch, you don't always catch something. I mean, I live in a small town, so.
yeah. Can I ask what do you have a channel, right?
I do,
Pardon me?
yes.
Chat. Chat.
I do have a
You have a
channel,
channel.
yes. Yes, I do. Yep. I'll drop the link there I'll drop the link here in a moment.
Okay. Hey, Oddity, I want to say hello to Oddity for accountability and Dopey Tripod. They're always good supporters. I always try to subscribe to anyone that supports, even though they have no content. I just subscribe to them or anyone who records the police. I always have respect for both of them. And anybody who supports and anybody who still goes out there without a camera, who feeds the homeless, they're good people to me. So anybody who helps in many ways are much appreciated.
If you check back on my channel, San Joaquin Valley Transparency actually did a video about me. I was arrested in my bedroom for breach of peace by the RCMP. His video that he did on me has reached over 40,000 views.
Wow.
Yeah, but
I'd seen it. It was crazy. These cops are crazy.
Oh yeah.
We're glad you're free. That was pretty bad of them to do. Just in your own house. In your own house.
And they say that I can't do anything about it unless I take them to court. And I can't afford court fees, or I'd take them to court myself. I got the evidence. It's right on YouTube. It was all done live. He didn't like the way I was talking to him in my house. Well, he shouldn't have been in my house.
Yeah, they came into your house and arrested you. And I mean, money's a big problem when somebody wants to sue the cops. A lot of us don't have the money.
I don't
just
want them.
to
I don't
that,
want money.
But I mean,
I don't want. Well,
yeah.
The only thing I want is the court fees back. Whatever money it costs me to file, that's all I want back. But I want that cop put in jail.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Just
Yeah.
have enough to
Yeah.
file and
Yeah.
all that good stuff. But
That's when we're going to
fire the bad
start seeing
ones.
change. If we can start getting cops put in jail, that's when we'll start seeing change. Like, I got chased out of the biggest city in Canada, Toronto. Actually chased right out of the whole province, and because I helped with getting 4 cops put in jail for about between 5 and 8 years each. And I won a $35,000 lawsuit. So,
Oh wow, man.
but then I'm chased out of the province. I can't even be with my granddaughter. I've only met her over the internet. She's 15 now, so.
They
Yeah,
try to ruin people's lives.
That's what cops do to you. Like,
yeah, they try to make us
they
crazy.
definitely mess with you. That's for sure.
So we're
I remember
coming up to the.
I remember one night I was helping a 2-hour mark. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe it's been really nice. It's glad that everybody was had a nice respectful talk, and the people in the chat were just wonderful.
Yes.
Great to see every one of you. Auditing NL, I love you, brother. Prairie, Dopey, Tripod, Banana. Thank you all for stopping in. Myron, I know I've seen you here earlier. You stopped in.
Myron was
Mexican
here.
long hair.
Josh Amherst.
Oh, Josh
She stopped in.
Amherst.
Epic popped in for a few minutes. Melvin's still there.
Melvin.
Right on. So thank you all. And again, a big thank you to M Star Media for showing up tonight. It was a wonderful night.
Much thanks.
I'm glad that we had her. And I want to thank
very much for
SoCal
our special
Al here.
guest appearance by
She's the best, though. Em's the best.
Yes.
She's the best. So
can we just call you Al?
Yeah. That's what the cops call me. they call me Al, and someone call me SoCal Al. That's what my my thing is. My name is SoCal Al because someone them call me the opposite of my name. So I mean, the name thing, it used to be something different, but it was no videos, right? So it was just a supporting channel. So comment on his channel, someone else's channel, and stuff like that. But they want videos, just keep going and going and going. Change my name a bit, and I ended up with this. It wasn't planned. I just naturally just started recording, and posting videos on YouTube. So it went along and along.
Yeah.
So call me Al.
Yeah. Well, I pretty much got I call you Al. Well, my name is actually Chad, and I started out at. I got nicknamed the Chad, and it just kind of stuck. So.
All right, cool. I'll definitely subscribe when I get off here. So.
Yes. Yeah.
It was nice talking to you guys. It was great. Great that other people came in.
It was a pleasure too, man.
Yeah, it was nice, and hopefully, we all could come up soon. So, thanks for all of you guys for staying positive and keeping it good. And it was a good, drama-free, good conversations and our stories. Hopefully, everybody got to tell their stories or how they got into this, and it's awesome. So, you guys are awesome people, and it was good talking to you guys. And yeah, I gotta head out a bit for see if I find any
Yes,
cops.
it's a pleasure.
Okay, brother. Well, you
Yeah.
stay safe out there,
Alrighty.
man.
All right. Thank you, all you guys in the chat
Yes,
too.
stay
Who,
safe. I'll be looking
thank
forward
you,
to new.
Shane, in the
I'm gonna
chat.
have to catch up on some videos, but I'll definitely watch for the whatever goes on tonight if anything goes on.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the post last night's thing before I started sleeping. It was I think it's the robbery, but afterwards some people got injured, but no big deal. But you know, you're more welcome to watch. You know, whatever. But it's thank you for supporting.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. So,
Good.
Alrighty.
I'll definitely be back again though.
Oh, well, you're always welcome here, brother. Anytime.
All right, Shane. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Anytime.
And What's Truth in Gorilla Circle? Thanks for stopping in, and Melvin. We're just about to end here. We're just hit the
Yeah, we're just
201
finishing up.
mark. So, anything you'd like to say before we go here, Chad?
Well, it's always a pleasure to having our guests, especially the surprise ones were a great surprise for us, definitely. It was just Chillins, I think, that we had both in, and I didn't catch the one gentleman, but I know it's Al and and of course our special guest, of course, the one that was the main guest, the lovely Miss M Star. Thank you again very much. And we're the Sidekicks as always. We'll be probably jumping off here and maybe jumping on another panel somewhere else. And where we are the Sidekicks, not the hosts. Remember always, though, people, Sidekicks rule the roost here.
Yeah. And another thing, everybody, please go over to the Wandering Hippie. I was showing his link for over half the show here at the beginning. Please go over and support Hippie Auditor. He lost his channel and he's getting his other channel back up. So it's called the Wandering Hippie. Just go over. Tell him Ashcan sent you. Tell him the Sidekick sent you. And, show some love for Hippie, man. That was really dirty, him losing his channel that way.
It was. Definitely. And you can even, like you said, even if you don't want to say, if you want to say separately, tell me if you're a Chad subscriber, you haven't subscribed to the Ashcan, but you're a Chad subscriber. Maybe you're here on the Ashcan channel for the first time tonight. Who knows? But still, tell them that Ashcan and Chad sent you, or you can say, like Ashcan said, you can say the Sidekick sent you.
Yeah.
So,
but he's back up to 500 subs already, so he's well on his way. Well, that's good. What's Truth? Yes. Actually, I thought he was. Oh, he'll be beating me soon. So, again, don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe.
Subscribers.
Oh,
yes.
Let's see.
And remember, whether
801
you're
life in
1A,
the house.
Hey, 801 life.
Yeah. So you were about to say 1A or something?
Yes, thank you, Ash. Whether you're a 1A or whether you're a 2B or not to be.
Free. And with that, I believe we are out of here. Have a great night, folks, and thanks for stopping by, and smash that like.